a delicious protein vegetarian chili that is a fraction of the cost of regular chili. Using a little bit of ghee, I sauteed half a cup of chopped carrots, celery, and sweet onion. While that sauteed, I got my lentils ready in a pot of water and I boiled them with some bay leaves for about 15 minutes. I then washed and rinsed and de-stemmed a container of baby bell mushrooms. I just give the mushrooms a rough chop because they cook down so nicely. I add them to the pan and also 5 cloves of minced garlic. You can do less or more. We just really love garlic and it's good for you. A few teaspoons of Redmond's real salt, giving everything a good toss and a taste. And then I added about a teaspoon of black pepper, a teaspoon of paprika, a teaspoon of my dehydrated onion powder, and a 1/4 teaspoon of my crushed red pepper flakes. A little goes a long way. Mixing all that together, and then I set it aside. In the meantime, I had 2 poblano peppers that were in my freezer, so they were slightly soft. This is why I'm cooking them at the end. I removed the seeds and I gave them a rough chop as well. I also had a beefsteak tomato that needed to be used in the fridge, and typically most people used a can of diced tomato or 2, but I'm just going to stick with this. I drained my lentils and set them aside, and I added all the vegetable mixture to a stock pot with 4 cups of water. I also added the tomatoes and gave everything a good stir. To the pot, I also added about 1.5 cups of the cooked lentils. I added the liquid that they drained in because it had much flavor from the bay leaves as well. I also added 1.5 cups of my pre-cooked black beans. Keep in mind you're cooking this at a medium-low heat, and I added an additional few teaspoons of sea salt, 2 to 3 tablespoons of cumin, and 2 to 3 tablespoons of chili powder. You can add some additional red pepper flakes. Just do everything by taste. At least that's how I do it. I also added 1/4 cup of some strained tomatoes, but you can also use tomato paste, and 1 tablespoon of chipotle salsa. Have fun with your ingredients and don't feel that you have to use exactly what I did. The base of the chili is really just the vegetables and the mushrooms. They're the star. I let it simmer on low for about 30 minutes and I bowled it up with some fresh homemade guacamole, Greek yogurt, and a little bit of organic cheddar cheese. So go make it, okay? Okay, enjoy.